Hey, Dan from Michigan here again. I'm kind of excited to do this video because I was doing the last video, if you saw it on a few days ago, I talked about Amtrak, and one of the things I talked about is that we went to Albuquerque, New Mexico for this hot air balloon festival, or Fiesta as they call it. And it was one of the best trips I'd ever taken. If you've got a bucket trip to go on, it definitely was one for me. Um, I've had a lot of things happen over the last several years. It's like, okay, you know what? Let's start clicking some of these things off because I've been talking about doing this balloon fiesta in Albuquerque forever, okay, and not gone there. Now I've done it, and I just want to share with you all of the highlights of that and just how amazing it was. So the train trip was great getting out there. That was wonderful. We did find a hotel that was within walking distance of the balloon festival. If you're able to walk a lot and you want to, perfect. Find yourself a place near there. Our hotel wasn't the best, but it wasn't anywhere near the worst either. What's really cool is the balloon festival goes on for about a week. So if you can schedule 2 or 3 days in Albuquerque at least, the good thing about that is if some launches don't happen, because balloon launches are based on the weather. The wind can't be too heavy, and that's why they launch balloons in the morning or in the evening, because winds have normally calmed down. And if there's any kind of storm coming through or anything like that, they're not going to do it. So you want to at least have the opportunity to see it because there is nothing like the Albuquerque Balloon Festival. Just as a footnote, at the end of this video or in the description of the video, I did make another kind of a computer generated video that shows some of the four top reasons why you should go to the Albuquerque Balloon Festival. But I'm going to go over more than that. So number one, we were able to get up in the morning. Usually about 4 o'clock you want to get going because people are already going there. And what's great is if you are in walking distance of the festival, everything's lit up. I mean, they got these big street lights out, generator lights. Cops are on all the corners directing you to get to the festival. You can take an Uber, or you can take a Lyft, or you can drive there as well. There's plenty of parking. And so we got near there, and then they had people in the parking lot that were taking you down to where the festival was and dropping you off on little golf carts. It was really great. And of course, everybody's in a good mood. It's early, it's cool in the morning, so make sure you layer, as they say, be able to be ready to enjoy the festival in the dark. They've got all kinds of vendors there already selling hot cocoa and other things, coffee, whatever you want. But we were ready. We love to walk and we love to get the steps in. I think we got 30,000 steps in the first day, so it was a lot. You get there, it's dark. Now, one of the things they had this past year in 2025 was the, what do you call those things now? I can't think of it. The drones. And they put on a drone show. And I'd never been to one. I've never seen a drone show before. Really, I've kind of seen them on videos, but seeing them up close like that was really cool. These hundreds of drones put together to make a show. Just amazing. It was really cool. And then the next thing they had was the Dawn Patrol. I've never seen this at any balloon festival ever where they've launched balloons in the dark. And so they start lighting them up. There's maybe, I don't know, the first day there was only like 6 or 7, but the next day there was probably 15 of them that went up. And, they start lighting them up in the dark. And when you see those flames going up inside of the balloons, it is really cool. You get a lot, and you get right there. I mean, you can get right up to it. So it is amazing. This is one of the great things about this festival. I've been to many balloon festivals, and they usually have it roped off, and you can only get so close. But here you can literally be within 5 feet of the people working on the balloons, getting them going, laying them out, blowing them up, putting the flames in to get them things to stand up. And think about this now, there's 500 balloons at this festival. So it starts out with this one where you have the Dawn Patrol and they're lighting them up and they take off into the sky, into the dark, which is so cool. Great pictures. Every time they put the flame into that balloon, you get some really good shots. So amazing in that aspect alone. Then after that, there was a little break and we had, they started putting the balloons on. Now they got rows of balloons, like, I don't know, 12, 15 rows. They're all lettered off, maybe even 20. And down each row, you can go and you can be right there with the balloons as they're getting ready to get their balloons set up. They roll them out, they get air in them with the fan, and you can see where they're going up. And what's so cool is that there's a bunch doing it at the same time. And as you'll see in the other video that I made up there, they're what they call a box wind. So at one altitude, you've got wind blowing in another direction, one direction, and at a higher altitude, you got wind blowing in the opposite direction. So what's really cool is these guys are circling around. You think they're gone, and then they come back. And along with the competition they have where they drop sandbags into certain spots to try to win money, it is really cool to watch how good these pilots are and how they're using those winds and coming back. But I guess the biggest thing is over 500 balloons. The biggest festival, I've been to that before. I think a few years ago, we had like 70 balloons at the one in Michigan at Battle Creek, where Kellogg's is. And we were able to go there. And that was pretty cool. But I mean, it is just nothing. Eventually, all the balloons are in the air and they're pretty much all in the air at the same time. So if you live in Albuquerque, you get to watch this stuff all the time. I mean, these balloons are landing in the cities and, or at least around near the area and that. So really, really cool. So we came in for the morning one. We didn't come back for the evening one. Actually, we did. We did come back for the evening launch as well. And we were fortunate. We had launches on both days and we got to enjoy it all. I mean, you're just standing around looking. You can't even get enough. I got so many videos. I wish I could put them all on there for you, but you know what? You really need to experience it. And you can go on YouTube and see all the different videos that there are about the Albuquerque Balloon Festival. I just really wanted to kind of get more onto what is going on in there. So the main points is, number one, having the Dawn Patrol was really cool, getting balloons up in the morning. Being able to be within just a few feet of these balloons as they're preparing to go up, talking to the pilots, getting to know where they're from and stuff. They actually had a balloon company that is from Michigan that was there, and I'd been to their shop before. And so I got to talk to some of those guys, and that was really cool. The other thing was that there's just so many of them taking off. And like I said, you just can't get enough. It's just, you're watching a video is one thing, but being absorbed and being right in the middle of all these balloons going up. And when they're landing, some of them are coming this close down to the field when they're competing. It is really cool. You're at the backdrop of the mountains. So, a lot of times with the sun coming up, I got some really great shots of the sun coming up and the balloons behind it. Really just awesome. We also found some great restaurants. We went to an Italian restaurant and a Mexican restaurant for dinner that were both very unique. We took an Uber to each of them. We didn't drive. We just flew in, took an Uber to the airport, from the airport to the hotel, and walked around. We actually found a couple places for lunch right in town that were really cool, close to where we were, so we didn't have to go anywhere for that. But for dinner, we wanted to go to a couple places that were special and unique, and we found both this Italian restaurant and the Mexican restaurant that really were awesome. So the nice, What did I just do? Put my finger in front of the camera. Okay, we'll see how that comes out. I might be able to edit that stuff out. Anyway, I try not to edit. I try like to just keep it going, whatever I'm doing. Anyway, that is about it. If you have never gone to the Albuquerque, New Mexico Balloon Fiesta, nothing better. I mean, it was really amazing. And if you've liked what you saw here, please like the video. Put any comments down. If you've been there before, let other people know what you think as well, because I highly doubt that anybody really had a bad time unless you missed a couple launches or whatever. So, and all kinds of unique balloons too. I almost forgot that. You know, you've got the shaped balloons where they're figures of dump trucks and cement trucks and animal figures and all kinds of stuff. Really cool. And you can see that on YouTube as well. So thanks for taking the time to listen. Please comment, like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'm trying to always talk about things that I've experienced that I can genuinely tell you whether you should do them or not, whether you should have them or not, things that I've bought, places I've gone. And as I think of more and more things, we'll talk about it, and look forward to having you at our next video. Have a phenomenal day.